Behind the door, near a river, in a South Taipei neighborhood, you'll find a space lost to the flow of time. This man-made reservoir used to provide water to much of the city, and like many buildings from the Japanese colonial era, it's a symbol of Taiwan's complicated past.
这个就是维修通道，然后分成两边两个水池，这个全部都是日本时代留到现在的。
Named after a bodhisattva who carried a jug of fresh, purifying water, the Guanyin Reservoir sits 5 meters below the surface. When it was opened in 1909, it stored 4,500 tons of water and served much of the city. It's part of a series of infrastructure projects built by the Japanese Empire in Taiwan intended to modernize the country. It was built alongside reservoirs and pumping stations in the countryside and bridges, government buildings, and power generators in the cities.
目的是让水其实是照着这个墙的方向去流动，所以水就是一个活水。所以其实现在这个设计其实对整个蓄水池来讲，它是蛮先进的。
The reservoir got its water from the mountains around Taipei. Gravity delivered it to the site, and then a slant in the structure's floor provided enough pressure to keep the taps flowing around the city. The design was so effective that the city continued to use the reservoir for 30 years after the Japanese left. It wasn't until 1977 that the facility was boarded up and the relic was left frozen in time. Until recently, when it was reopened as an exhibition space.
即使他知道这个以后会是注满了水，不会有人在这边走，当然没有想到100多年后有人在看啦，他还是在工艺方面还是有特别去讲究。
Visitors now find a winding path made up of a series of walls. The crumbling concrete, weakened by years of exposure to moisture, stands in contrast to the paintings and sculptures displayed in the space. And although visitors may come to see modern art, they may still feel a connection to the past.
上面用手指去把它留下来的一个痕迹，就是写岐阜县武夷郡宇多院村百11番。樱井太吉，也就是樱井太吉这个人写的哈，明治42年4月18号。那明治42年就是1909年。樱井太吉的呢，在上面留下了他的手迹啊，我们也可以看出说这个历史以及这个确定的这个完工的时间。没想到100多年之后，我们竟然发现了。
Like many things in Taipei, this reservoir shows there's a lot below the surface waiting to be discovered by those willing to dive in. Devin, Tsai, and Bryn for TaiwanPlus.